Okay, I seem to have more time today than I thought I would, so I'm going to make another video. This one I want to talk about meaning, purpose, and value. They're all those terms are kind of the same, so I might interchange the terms here and there. So, oftentimes I've seen videos on YouTube from theists claiming that without a God, humans have no meaning, no value, no purpose. But I wonder why that would be. I mean, it's true that things may intrinsically have no value. For instance, gold and diamond intrinsically have no value unto themselves. They only have value because we give it to them. But that's the power of humans, of being a sentient being. And even sub-sentient beings like other animals can give value and meaning and purpose to objects. So our value, our meaning, and our purpose is not necessarily dependent on a God. We can give it to ourselves. If it's not capable of us, a sentient being, to give ourselves value, then what value or purpose or meaning would a God have if it can't, if also being a sentient being would fall under that same logical constraint that it cannot give itself value or purpose or meaning? It's kind of that whole beginnings argument that's used. You keep recessing causality until you come to a first cause, and that cause theists would claim is God. But then we can always ask, what was before God? It's the same thing here. If humans need a God to give us value, what prevents that God from needing a more superior God to give that God value? So either there has to be a recession of beings that give value to lower beings, or we can simply say that sentient beings give value to themselves by their own will and by their own choice. I'm a music teacher. I'm an educator. My purpose in life is to educate. I've been a teacher. I'm teaching music now for 15 or 16 years. I've gone back to college so that I can attain credentials so I can teach biology. I'm doing a career change. The meaning I have in my life that I acquire from enjoying teaching, enjoying the people around me and the students I teach, is enormous. But that meaning is derived from myself and from those things around me. My purpose is my choice in my path that I'm taking. And my value is the legacy of what I leave. Students that have continued on with music have exceeded me, which several of them have. Students that even become teachers in their own right, which very likely extends my legacy not to only the next generation, but into generations that follow. Even though I will be forgotten, teaching will continue. So this is what it is with meaning and value and purpose, that we don't need a God to give it to us. We have it by choosing it ourselves. These things are within our own powers. So don't ever say that we don't have meaning or purpose or value if a God doesn't exist. We do. We choose it. And it may be true that some have greater meaning and value and purpose in their life because of their choices than others. But we all potentially have the ability to make choices that will make us greatly meaningful, greatly valuable, and gratefully purposeful. So that's just a few of my thoughts on that argument. And I just had an idea for my next video today. So it looks like there will at least be 3.